Today, we've got a really chill episode. We're talking to my friend Giovanna, who's a market research consultant here in Stockholm, as well as models on the side. It's always really refreshing to be around her because she's so driven. Now, she has these big goals and she meticulously plans how to achieve them. And it's just really inspiring to be around, and you always feel like you should be doing more. You know, she's also starting her career as an influencer. It's an interesting world for me because I remember when influencing started out to be a fresh, new way to spread a brand. And I wonder now, in an age of ad fatigue, if we're becoming a bit desensitized to that way of marketing. Like, I feel like people in our generation, we can smell an ad a mile away. And I wonder if it still has that same effect. How do you keep that interesting? We also talk a lot about individuality. And I think, just like a lot of creatives, we know what it feels like to carve your own path. You know, it's scary. You don't know what's around the corner. You're bound to meet some failures, but all those lows make you appreciate the highs just a little bit more. I was really lucky to have Giovanna on this episode, and I'm really excited to share what we learned. I really wanted to have you on because last time we met, we did a shoot together. And after the shoot, we got to talking about personal branding, business, and I feel like you're one of the few people that really gets it, like how to play the game, how to see yourself as a business. So I kind of want to just talk about that today.
Yeah.
I think it's so important today, being that there's such a big sea of content out there.
Yeah.
It's so important to stand out. And one thing that we were taught in school is always that you are your own business. I know I learned that in school, but where did you learn that?
That's a good question, actually. I think it's a long story, but I think it's actually started when I was a little girl. Because I've always known that I'm not a studying girl. Like, I don't like school. So when I was a little kid, I started to have my own businesses.
Okay.
In my own way. So I had like a rabbit school. I loved rabbits.
A rabbit school?
Yeah.
Like you would teach the rabbits, or you would?
No.
What do you mean? Like
it was so many like kids in the area that I lived.
Yeah.
And they always wanted to come and pet my rabbits and play with them. So I was thinking like, okay, you can come here, but you need to be like a member. So you have to pay 10 crowns.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So me and my friend, we started our real like rabbit school, but it was like, I think they paid 10 crowns and the money went to like fika. Like,
okay. So did you use any of the money for yourself, like to buy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nothing.
So only for the kids.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've always had that like feeling that I need to be something special, that actually, because I have a quite different name and I know that I'm probably like the only one that has my name. And for that, I've always been very careful with how I don't know how to say it.
How to represent yourself?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
How to represent myself in all kind of ways, like in jobs, at school, by friends, adults, all over where I went. And I think it's just has like grown from that to achieve my goals and dreams, I need to find another way than going through school.
Okay.
I think that starts with who you are and who you represent as yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your parents kind of taught that in you, or was it something you found yourself?
My mom is a very, very, like, she's a beautiful person. Of course, she is she has something to do with it. But I think most of it I have like figured out myself.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's so good. Do you feel like you matured very early?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always had hard to be friends with people in my own age.
Okay.
So often I was I had more friends in my mom's age than myself.
Okay.
In my own age.
Were you in like book clubs or?
No.
Okay. So what were you doing? Okay, I'll let you
No,
continue.
it was like just when mom had her friends over and they drank coffee and stuff, I was always sitting with them and talked, and I felt more comfortable and more like connected with that kind of thoughts they had.
Yeah.
Of course, I have my like childish side also, but
I'm sure, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So did you go to college? Did you go to like a specific school for it, or was it gymnasium or what?
No, I only went to gymnasium, and in the gymnasium, I studied horses.
Yeah, I remember you
Yes.
told me. Okay, please tell me more about this passion for horses.
Yeah, I've always loved horses. I don't know where it comes from because nobody in my family has ever like talked to a horse.
Okay, it wasn't like movies or anything like that?
Yeah, I think so. And yeah, I started to go to
Like riding school? Or?
riding school
Yeah.
when I was like 6, I think. And then I just decided that this is gonna be my life.
Wow, okay.
It didn't went that good, but
But I'm sure you have, I mean, are you doing anything now to stay in the world of horses?
no, actually everything, like I stopped everything with horses. I think it was like a year ago when I was working at a company who started a website, a newspaper on the web for horses. And after that, I was like, just no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was that like working with them?
It was kind of special. I mean, it was fun to be able to work with horses on the other side because I've always been in the stable at work before. And now I was working like on the other side just with everything cool around it. And at the web and at all these, like, I was talking with all these big horse...
What, companies or?
No, like
institutions?
the profiles, like the...
Oh, like
good,
celebrities or?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was fun,
Yeah.
but
Wanted to move on from there?
yes.
Okay. What came after?
After that, I started my own company for the first time.
Was it an AB or is it the Ingen firma? Is that how you say it?
Enskild firma, yes.
Okay, yeah. So it was that.
Yeah, enskild
Okay.
firma.
What was that like? I mean, to start a business, that's a big step.
Yeah.
Did you learn a lot by yourself or did anyone guide you through the process?
I don't remember.
No worries.
I think I did a lot of it by myself, but I also have like friends that I ask and just like puzzle everything.
Yeah. Did you have a mentor that you kind of looked up to that you got to talk to?
Yes, I had then, but he was from Norway, so we couldn't really like talk about the administration things about companies because it's not the same.
A bit different, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I just, Google is your best friend.
Yeah, no, it's so true. Were you nervous at first or did you always have like a strong confidence?
No,
What?
oh my God. No. I was so nervous and I was, had so many thoughts and so many ghosts in my head.
Okay, that's a new expression for me.
Yeah, I used to call it ghosts, like hjärnspöken in Swedish.
Okay.
It's, you have your little angel on the one side and then you have the devil on the
I
other
see,
side.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of changed for you? I mean, maybe, I don't know if it's the same now, but I feel like you've really come a long way from that.
Yeah.
Is it just a matter of experience kind of going through a lot of things?
Yes, I think experience and personal development, but I'm not there yet. I mean, like, I still have days that I feel like, what the fuck am I doing?
I think that's all of us, though. I don't think we're ever going to be. I mean, honestly, I hope we never get to the point where we're like, no, this is good.
Yeah.
You want to always try to better yourself and grow.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to talk a bit more about your business, what it is, what you provide?
Yeah, of course.
Tell us. I'm curious.
It's always so hard when people ask me what I do because I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing.
We'll find it together.
Yeah. Okay, so it started with for the first years I got into network marketing, and it started with a company that I was selling hudvårdsprodukter.
Home appliances?
No, like beauty.
Okay. Cosmetics?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. But then I just figured out that wasn't me. So then I started in another company, and we work with loyalty programs for small and medium business enterprises.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was like the first thing, and now I do that, and I have a customer where I help to make a website too. I've helped him with like a Facebook site and all the branding around it, and I also have my business partner who I help with. He's sorry.
No worries at all.
He is starting like an online course.
Okay.
So I'm helping him with all the creative things, like the content.
That sounds so fun.
It is fun.
Yeah. What's your process like? Like when a client comes to you and they say their needs, how do you get from like point A to point B? From just ideas to getting it done? What's your process like?
I love to write down like, lists.
Yeah. Okay.
I love lists.
Yeah.
So I always like just see what the needs are. Like do the, I don't know what it's called in English, but behovsanalys.
Oh man. Okay.
Like you ask what you need, what's how is it today, what doesn't work today, what works today, all of that questions.
Needs analysis?
Yeah.
I think, okay, yeah.
And then we write it down, and I write everything down that needs to be done, like, okay, this should be something we should do, and this is something we should do, like all of that stuff. And then I don't know, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any skills that you think that you had to learn through experience? Like, what tools do you use? With like building a website, are you using Squarespace? Are you using Wix or?
Right now I'm using Wix. I've also like been working in WordPress.
Okay.
I don't do the coding.
Yeah, no. I'm a filmmaker, photographer.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I don't do that stuff, but I do the like creative things.
Okay.
And also write, so I do copywriting.
What do you feel like people need the most out of all your clients that you've had? What's like a consistent theme that they ask you?
I think it's actually a plan.
Okay.
Like a plan how to market yourself. Like, where do I begin? How do I do? Absolutely Facebook advertising. People think that they know Facebook advertising because there is like a light version of Facebook advertising. But behind all of that like light version, you have a really deep
advanced version?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think separates someone who's good at it versus someone who's great at it?
On advertising or?
Yeah, specifically Facebook. Like, what do you think people are missing most of the time?
It's just, I think it's the knowledge to know how Facebook really works, how the algorithm works, and how the brain in Facebook really works.
Okay. How do you find information like that out? Are you reading research? Are you kind of talking to people?
Yeah, of course, it's about knowledge from like I've been doing a course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the right one.
I've been doing a course and also experience. So you need to try and you need to do it like 100 times, and then you like successively learn.
I getcha.
I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm still very new at this, but yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you also need to fake it so you make it.
Yeah, I mean, I believe a lot in learn by doing.
Yeah, learn by doing, that's a good word. Yeah.
But it's so true. I mean, I think also making mistakes is really important.
Yes.
Especially early on. Hopefully you make those mistakes with friends rather than clients. But you just learn so much.
Yeah.
I think every mistake that you make or something that you wish could have been better, that kind of mistake will never happen again.
Yes.
Because it's happened.
And also have like a mentor. I think that's really important.
It is. it doesn't have to be like a traditional mentor that people might think, like someone that'll tell you how things are done, but even just a shadow.
Yeah.
Like there's a couple of photographers or filmmakers that even just going on a Skype call, just asking them how they've done things and what their philosophies are, you gain so much.
Yeah.
But what's a pity is that a lot of people don't make that step.
No.
They think, no, that person doesn't want to talk to me.
Yes.
But really, you have nothing to lose from just sending out an email. It's so important.
Yes, 100%.
Do you have anyone right now that you're kind of talking to or looking up to?
Yeah, I have. I have a lot of different people that I talk to, and that's of course I have a different people that I talk to, but different people that I look up to.
Okay.
And it's in like different areas in life, but one of my like mentors is my business partner, and he's the guy that do the online course.
Okay, yeah.
He is really good at everything. He is like, and even if he's not like good at something, he just figures it out. Figures it out.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got the right attitude. No?
Yes. Yeah.
How much do you think success in the business world and our branding world, how much of it is attitude versus talent?
Attitude is like,
you think?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have to have some talent, no?
Yeah, of course you need to have like maybe some knowledge or something. Like you don't need to be the best in the world on something, but you need to have the best attitude. And you need to have like the knowledge or like the skill or something, but you can always learn the skill if you have the right attitude. But I mean, like you could go out of school and have like the best degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even if you have the best degrees, you're not like, you don't have the right attitude, and then you're not gonna success in anything.
Yeah.
So I think attitude is like the main thing.
No, I mean, I think a lot of people will agree with you. I see you're doing a lot of work with brands on Instagram. Are you finding them or are they finding you? How's that process like?
I actually have been like pitching different companies, but they haven't answered me, or it hasn't been like something.
It happens to all of us. Like you need 9 no's before you get a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the companies that I've been working with now has actually wrote to me.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you feel like now it's easier than ever to do work like that, or is it harder because there's so many people on Instagram, kind of a sea of people?
I don't know. I haven't been in like this influencer thing for so long, so I don't know. But I feel it's kind of hard. You need to stand out. You need to do your like niche.
Yeah.
And you need to really, you need to stand out, because there are so many good people on Instagram or other social medias. And I think also a lot of people now have come to the point that they know they can like get an income from companies in like marketing way, influencer way.
Absolutely.
And that makes it also like, you need to stand out.
I think also people don't want to see ads. I mean, you see that with Ingen Reklam Tack, like on front of everyone's door, which for those who don't speak Swedish, it's no ads, please, right? Like no publicity, please. I wonder if we're getting to that point with influencing. I remember when influencers just started to be a thing, and you would see someone promote some kind of product, and you'd feel happy for them that they were getting sponsored by such a product, and you really trusted them that they do genuinely use the product. But because you see it so much being done now, I wonder if people are becoming desensitized to that, you know?
Yeah.
Like if I sometimes see someone promoting a protein powder or something like that, I wonder if truly they believe what they're saying.
Yeah.
How do you promote the brand but be genuine at the same time?
I think it has a lot about to do with the connection you have with the audience at first.
Okay.
So because you have this person who does hundreds of different like sponsorships or collaboration and stuff like that, and just like pump it out, and then you have the person who maybe doesn't do that much, but the collaboration they do is really like
Meaningful, perhaps, or
yeah,
okay.
meaningful and genomtänkt, like really like meaningful and
I mean, I think I get what you're saying. When you work with these brands, how much guidance do they give you on what should be said or posted, or do they give you a lot of creative freedom to say what you want to say?
No, I've only had like, you need to post this hashtags and this, you need to mention this.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
But they never say like, we want it to be at the beach, or we want it to be a city setting. Okay.
No.
They kind of give you the trust to do what you think.
Yeah. In my case, it has been like that.
Okay. Is there any project that you've done so far that you're super, super proud of, that you look back on?
My last one.
Yeah, tell us about
it. I did today.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Tell us, come on.
Okay.
If you can, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's with a brand called Coco Panda. It's like a beauty online store. And we had a collaboration with a specific product, and that was Kerastase. It's like for the hair.
Okay.
So I was thinking like, okay, I need to do this to stand out with the pictures. Because I can't just like take a picture on the products and, here you got a discount code.
Yeah.
So I was thinking creative.
Good, creatively, yeah. So good.
So I was doing like a makeup that like matches the products, and I was standing home alone yesterday and was like, took my big mirror and got it in front of the big window I have to make sure that the light was good, and
that's so creative, yeah.
So I think I'm actually quite proud of how it turned out. But I don't have any like result of it yet, because I posted it for like maybe 1 hour ago. Okay.
Yeah, how do you know you did a good job for these brands? Do you have any?
We have like a system with Coco Panda i alla fall. I alla fall, nu pratar jag svensk.
Go for it. I'm here for it.
So we have like a system that tells, it's like a platform that I connect my
account, or?
Yeah, my account and the pictures that I posted on Instagram with the platform. And then everything gets transparent. Transparent. Transparent, yeah. So they can see all of my like engagement on the picture. They can see how many I've reached out to, how many comments, how many have saved the picture, how many have liked the picture. So after that, they also give me like a rate of what they think about it.
Is it per like? Is it per comment? How do you price it? You don't have to tell us like the actual amount, but what's it based off?
I think it's different between like people to people, but for me right now, I'm just like I don't have this. I have this much followers, and then I can probably take like this much amount. Okay. Yeah. So right now I'm just.
So it's like per post, then perhaps.
Per post, I don't.
As in, like it's you just posting the photo. That's what they pay for, basically, or that's what you deliver.
Oh, you mean like that? Yeah, they pay for like. Of course, they want to have the product sold.
Okay.
But in my case, it's not a like affiliate thing, or it's not a personal code that I give to my followers, so they can't see. I think they can't see exactly how many things
came from you.
Yes, exactly. So this one was I probably just like to get this seen, to get exposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awareness, brand
awareness. Yeah.
Okay. For anyone who's trying to do the same, do you have any advice on how to start, like how to find your niche? Because I feel like sometimes when people try to find a niche, it might become disingenuous.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a niche comes naturally? Like you post what you want to post and that becomes your niche. Like if you're into fitness, you're going to naturally post about fitness.
Yeah, I think it's important that you have a niche that you're interested in, of course. But nowadays I think also you can't just pick like fashion or makeup or...
Is it too broad or is it too saturated?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too like big. You need to niche yourself even more. So if I'm gonna post about fashion, maybe I can... Street fashion, yeah. Or like Chinese fashion, I don't know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So, and I think that's kind of hard, I think.
Yeah.
But
I heard something similar in film school where I forgot who told us, but they said, you know, to be a director, especially what I want to do, which is commercials, in LA, you can't only be just a commercial director. You have to be that commercial director that works with babies, or like that commercial director that works with monkeys.
Yeah.
So if there's ever a commercial that shoots with monkeys, they're like, oh yeah, Giovanna will do it. Yeah.
And I also think that in the beginning you need to be very, very niched.
You think? Okay.
But as big as if you like grow really big and you have a bigger audience, I think then when you're into that point, you can like flow.
Diversify?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
think so.
To be creative or to fulfill your creative side, you have to try new things, right?
Yes.
Is there a struggle with you where you want to have a niche, but also you want to explore new worlds?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So I'm not the only one.
No.
Yeah, but I do see the value of finding a niche. But just creatively, you want to see if you can do something. How do you feel about free work? Do you like doing free work for a brand because you want to try that type of work? Or should you always charge?
No, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
As long as you have your plan, because it's very easy to go over the line that they like, I don't know how they uses you.
Yeah, okay.
So you need to like, okay, I go into this project now, I do the ads to this brand in 3 months, and with this money or something that they give me that money to do the ads for, and then we can see the result, and after that I need to get paid. You know?
Okay, yeah.
So if you go into it with a plan, I think it's really good, but you have to be careful not to be used.
Yeah, taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Do you suggest people take a business course who want to get into like influencing to know how to help their clients? Because I feel like it might help, at least with me, like whenever I work with a brand, knowing what they might be trying to solve, like a certain brand awareness technique, that helps in communication, and that helps me know if I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of course. Yes. I mean, like I'm always open for what, you know, when it comes ads on your feed, like watch my webinar and I can learn you this and this and that.
Yeah.
I always watch them.
Okay. Yeah,
Not like every one of them, but
you have an open mind.
I have an open mind, because I know that even if I've been listening to someone that talks about influencer marketing one time, I can always learn something new from another person that also talks about it.
Yeah.
If you really have like big ambitions and like big goals, and you think that school is not for me, you can find ways to make money ändå in Swedish.
I don't know.
No, you can find ways to make money even though you don't go to school.
Okay.
And that's like something that I've always said to myself.
Yeah.
That like, Giovanna, you can be whatever you want to, skip school if you want.
Yeah, okay.
Or just, like my mom always said to me, I'm so proud of you, Giovanna, but the only thing that I wish for is that you get like godkänt. Like you pass the tests, like with okay. You know, you don't need to have the best grades.
Yeah.
And I mean, also today there is so much opportunities.
Yeah.
There is so much different ways to earn money on.
Yeah, it's true.
It's crazy.
What do you think about the importance of goal setting? I know you're one of the most driven people I know. You always had like these checklists.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for someone starting out in terms of goal setting? Should you have realistic goals? Should your goals scare you a little?
I think they should scare you, but you can't you can't say like I'm gonna be a millionaire in 3 days.
Right.
You know, it needs to be some kind of realistic that you feel like, okay, this is probably something I actually could do, but I know that I need to be very focused on it.
Probably have a plan is the biggest thing as well, right?
Yeah, have a plan. So I think I was like 21 years old or 20. I was going to buy my first car, and I said to myself, I'm not gonna buy any car. I'm not gonna buy.
Insurance or what?
No, yes, of course.
Okay, I don't know. I want to save a little bit of money, I don't know.
No. I'm not gonna buy like just some kind of car.
Yeah.
I want to buy a car that I really want.
That you're proud of?
Yes.
Okay.
So I said to myself that, okay, in 6 months, I'm gonna have the keys to this car.
Okay.
So I wrote down everything about the car that I needed to have. Like it's gonna be white. I'm not gonna have a blue one or a black one. It's gonna be white.
Okay. All right.
And the car needs to have Bluetooth.
Okay. Very specific. Yeah.
Yeah. And the car needs to have like a sensor when you
back up.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably need that.
Yeah. And it also needs to be automatic.
Okay.
So I wrote everything down, and I actually put up a really big affiche, like a
cork board or what? Or
no, like a big paper on the wall.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I just said to myself like this day in, I think it was like June, 6 months forward, I'm gonna have the car key.
The car. Yeah.
So I went to a car
dealer.
Yeah. And asked him like, okay, so how much does it cost? Where could I find this car? Can I borrow one to make sure that this is the right one? Yeah. So I was borrowing a blue one, exactly the one that I wanted, but it was blue. And
that's not white.
No, exactly. So I was saying to him, because he did want to sell it to me.
Yeah.
And I was saying, nope, this is not the car.
Okay.
You need to take it back. And in some kind of way, I found the car that I wanted, and me and my friend were driving through like Sweden to pick it up exactly the same day.
But I'm really interested in like getting to the point where you feel financially comfortable to buy that car. Did you set any goals there? Like knowing how much the car cost, did you say, okay, every month I need to earn this much? Yeah? What was that process like? Was it based on projects? Or you tell me.
Yeah, I had a really good job then that I worked on a sales company. I worked as a saleswoman.
Yeah, salesman, yeah, totally.
And I had a really good salary.
Yeah.
And I could decide exactly what salary I wanted to have each month because I worked with 100% commission.
100%?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
But the thing was that I when I decided to buy this car, I had been working in this company for 1 year, I think. So it went really good, and I had the opportunities to really earn that money that I wanted to have to the car.
Yeah.
So I was just track it down or place it up.
Yeah, you broke it up.
Broke it up, yeah. To okay, how much do I need to earn each month to save money and also to pay my bills?
Yeah.
And then I was always looking how much abonnements, how much alarms.
Alarms.
I was selling burglary.
Oh, like security survey. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how many of them
Yeah.
of those each month do I have to sell?
Yeah. Okay.
To get the money I need each month to get to the big.
Did you ever have a moment where you didn't reach that goal? Like a month you were under?
Yes.
How do you deal with that?
In that time, I was super good at my mental state.
Good.
of course, I had days that I was like freaking out and just cried.
I get it, yeah.
But I had a really, really good mentor, and he sat with me a lot of nights on the office and just like, Giovanna, you can do this, you know you can do this, blah, blah, blah. But of course, it was months that I didn't take the goal that I needed to have to earn the money that I needed. And it's hard, but you need to really focus on your mental state.
Yeah.
I mean, mental, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you feel like you have to work doubly as hard the next month, or how do you get the motivation to make up for the loss of the goal that you didn't make?
Yeah, so I need to double up. Like, okay, so if I go one day and I don't sell to the goal that I have, I need to, just decide and maybe work 3 hours more than everybody else.
Yeah.
So if everybody else had their last meeting at 9 p.m., I went to another meeting at 10 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
So that was it.
Okay. How much of it is like working harder versus working smarter?
I worked really hard, more than smart.
Okay. I think there is some truth to that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's a big thing with like hustle culture where a lot of spokespersons will talk about what it takes to do well in business, and they'll say you have to start your day at 5 and end at 11 p.m. I'm sure there's some truth to that, but
not in the long run.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think it's very easy to start hating your job.
Yes.
When it takes so much out of you. And I think what's really important to do good work is to enjoy your job.
Yeah. That was what I did. I worked so hard and so much that I almost like collapsed.
Yeah.
And after that, I had so hard to go back to the work and do it in a good way. So the goal have been, after that, to actually work more smart than hustle. Yeah.
I think it's a good attitude to have. Definitely to start out, to know that you have to put in hard work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I truly think you need to enjoy it. Do you have any other advice for people starting out? I mean, actually, before we get into that, I'm so curious because you do so much.
Yeah.
You're influencing, you've got your company, and you model as well.
Yeah.
Are you just bored all the time that you need to be doing different things? Or like, are you pursuing each one because it's your passion? Like, what drives you to do so much?
Actually, the truth is right now, I'm all about like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Really. Okay. So I'm just trying different things. And also, I've always been that person that, want to do, I get like bored really quickly. Okay. I'm kind of the same way. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to have something new and something that, like feels scary and all of that. So I think it's very much because of my personality in that way, but also right now it's because I've been a little bit lost the last month for my goal. Okay. So it's like, okay, let me try everything. Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah. Got it. I think now we can get into, is there anyone that you feel like is doing a really good job right now that you think deserves some positive attention? Someone either influencing or business? Who deserves good attention right now? The first person that comes up to my mind is my business partner, Adib, and his friend, Kassas. They live in Norway right now. And they work so hard and so much, and they are so passionate about what they are doing. And it really I'm so happy for them because you can really see that the work that they put in really turns into results. Yeah. All right. And I think that's inspiring. Fantastic. I love that. Before we head out, how can people find you? What's your Instagram? My Instagram is Giovanna Pick.
Giovanna Pick. Okay.
So Pick is...
We'll have it on screen so people know where to find it.
Yeah.
Cool. I feel like we hit everything we wanted to talk about.
Cool.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.